today has been another great day where we wake up and we feel like, no obligation, in the sense of we don't have to go anywhere, we don't have to really do anything. So I got to spend time with Lila in the morning, and we just played for quite some time. Daddy was teaching her Nintendo, which is kind of cute, because at first she's like no, and then she got intrigued, and then she took her blankie and wanted to lay down and watch as though it was like a cartoon or something. So that was pretty funny. And then I worked on a couple emails, but it's been a chill type of morning. Loving it. Right now we're heading to Chipotle to eat because we have a couple errands to run. The Chipotle life, hashtag Chipotle life. But we were talking about fixing a damaged metabolism, or like when you have a damaged metabolism, and people get scared of it like it's something that's unfixable or so like dramatic, and it's really not as scary as it sounds. It's actually pretty easy to fix a hurt metabolism. You just have to, one, trust, and two, do the right things, which would be eat the amount that you need to eat to see the progress you want to see. And through time of being consistent, you'll fix your metabolism like in no time. Add weightlifting into the picture, and all of a sudden, whoa, weightlifting is probably the best way to increase a metabolism. That is if you're eating right. If you're still starving yourself in weightlifting, it's not really going to help you much. But do weightlifting and eat a proper amount for your body, and your metabolism, maybe 2 weeks, you're gonna notice it right away, and it's only gonna keep increasing the more you do the right things. So don't see a messed up metabolism as such a scary thing, because it's actually pretty simple to fix and get you back on the right track. It's all about consistency, which is what I tried to tell all my clients constantly, everyone that starts my plan, because the one thing that they lack in is nutrition. And they tell me a lot of times, I got all the workouts in this week, but I didn't get my nutrition. Like, my nutrition wasn't spot on, and I felt bloated and blah blah blah. And it's like, because your nutrition is key. It's the nutrition that is going to determine your progress, and it determines what you're trying to achieve at the time. Also, girls who try to bulk on my plan, but they don't reach their bulking calories and they stay underneath. And I tell them, it's really important that you reach those calories, because what happens is when you're under a little bit, you get out of bulking and you're into maintenance. What happens at maintenance? Nothing. You're not losing, you're not gaining, you're not being productive. So this is why nutrition is so important. I always say how if you don't eat enough, you get hurt. But for people who want to bulk and are not eating enough, they're not doing anything neither. And that could be like, I've been bulking for 3 years and I haven't seen results. Have you honestly been consistent with your nutrition? It all comes down to that. So just a little tip I wanted to give you guys. I know we always talk about nutrition, but after all, it is what determines whether you're going to get the progress you want.
That's why your progress is 1 year. Like a year
2 years. Yeah. And that's why my progress is 1.5 to 2 years, because no matter what, no matter how stuffed I felt, no matter how sick I felt, I ate my calories. And I was eating about 2,600 to 2,800. It obviously gradually increased and then decreased. But regardless of how full I felt, I never ate intuitively. I always tracked, and I always reached those numbers, even if I felt like I was going to explode. Regardless of how I felt, I knew that how much I needed to eat, how much my body was burning, and I knew if I didn't eat it, then that day would have went to waste. Your progress is determined by how determined you are. Because a lot of people say, well, what can I expect, in 12 weeks or 6 weeks on your plan? That's up to you. That's how determined you are. Are you going to reach your numbers every day religiously? Are you going to get your workouts in? If you're going to skip workouts, you're not going to see as fast progress. If you're not going to eat to reach your goals, you're not going to see that fast progress. So it's really up to you how fast your progress is going to be. So I hope that sheds some light. And another tip, remember, a bad metabolism could be, or a skinny person could have a bad metabolism, and an overweight person can have a bad metabolism. It's not biased. It all happens with how you eat, what you've been doing in your life that has either gotten you to that point. So there are lean, thin girls or skinny fat girls that have a bad metabolism because they are severely under eating. So it affects both groups of people, but it's fixable. So don't be too upset if you realize that you have one. Know that it is fixable. Trying something new for baby Lila. she's not eating it anymore, and I tasted it and it was kind of bland, so we'll see. So that new meal that we tried at Chipotle was a fail. She only ate the rice. She didn't want anything else. She accidentally ate some barbacoa and made the funniest face ever. I died a little. But yeah, she didn't like anything except the chips. That was the only new thing that she ate today, was chips with some sour cream. So note to self, just stick to rice. She's always like bland things. I don't know why we try mixing things up for her. Anyways, we're on our way to Target because we want to buy her a new chair. Reason being because 1, it doesn't look very comfortable, and 2, we're having problems with her damn seatbelt. It just does not want to work right for us at all. It keeps falling down, and then the straps keep coming off of her, and we've tried tightening it, but it's not responding. So we're gonna go get her a new seat, hopefully much comfortable, because when she falls asleep, much more comfortable. When she falls asleep, it's so like straight up that her head just like falls, like terrible, and I have to hold it the entire time. So we're gonna see if there's something out there better. Hopefully there is, so we can make our baby more comfortable. However, my husband is a very safe driver. Oh, by the way, guys, you guys have been yelling at me about my seatbelt, so I'm gonna put it on right now. There, it's on. I will work on this. I have always worn my seatbelt, like I was religious about it, and I broke the habit when Lila was born and I had to sit in the back with her, and our Mazda didn't really have good seatbelts in the back. We couldn't find them half the time. So that is why I broke the habit of wearing one. But thank you for telling me, everyone. I appreciate that you guys care, and I will work on wearing my seatbelt. This will be a reminder to me. She's like with her hand. Target, your favorite. She loves the store. I told you guys already, but still, she loves it.
The second time this week?
Second time this week. We've been trying to avoid it, and now twice in a week. So we're trying to find one that goes a little further back. Can you pretend like you're sleeping? She's freaking out because we put her up there. Can you pretend like you're sleeping? So ours is like this one, which that's the extent of its reclining. We want one so that when she falls asleep, we can recline easily. Is this one easy to recline? It's from the front, right? Yeah. So if she's asleep, I could just kind of recline it a little bit more so she can be comfortable. Because in this one, literally, like her head is like this the whole time. And then I'm sitting there with my hand on her forehead until my hands, like, or my arm starts hurting. I like this one.
Well, we did a big mistake with ours.
We made a big mistake, like, because it looked good. Like, it looked like this one, you know? And we thought it reclined more, and obviously it's not practical for a baby, because if she falls asleep. So we're thinking comfort more for her.
She doesn't help to sit.
She won't sit in it. She acts like she's in timeout or something. Like, just sit so I can see if it works well.
But she's never been in timeout.
She doesn't even know what timeout means. We haven't even taught her timeout. Silly girl. Decisions. Which one, babe? This one?
Kind of like that one more.
You like this one more? They're both easy to recline, so.
Because they both do the same thing. I think the other one just looks more fancy.
This one just looks more fancy, because you don't care about having your fancy. But the cushion is better, because if you feel this, it's hard. You feel that? Have you felt it? And this is just all cushion. Everything is cushion. That's a concern.
Look at what we have.
Huh? We own the aisle. So our choices are narrowing down to this one and this one. I don't like this one because it doesn't have enough cushion in it. I feel like a booty would fall asleep, and this one comes with extra cushion. I like that one. I like this one. It has extra cushion too. Reclines easy. This one does too, right? The same way?
Yeah.
Oh, this one has the padded. I don't know what that's for. For long legs, maybe. She has long legs, but I would think that would be even more uncomfortable, no?
Well, might help.
This position. This is the one. I like that this goes up. Oh, and it fixes this too.
Oh,
And then it reclines pretty.
on the top.
That's the leg extender. And then it reclines pretty easy by a push of a button. So it's a winner, and there's comfort. There's extra padding in there. Thank you. Hey, monkey. Good job. Oh my god. At this point, I should just take up yoga and do it with her. That was like all yoga, I think. My ab workouts are turning into yoga moves. You're dancing. Bravo! Back to what she was doing. That's it? Yeah?
I feel abused.
You feel abused? Oh. Our baby dances to Family Guy and Big Bang Theory. Every time it starts, she goes insane. If you don't look at her, she makes really loud noise, like jumps really hard on the floor, and then if you look at her, she goes even more nuts. So you're like, should I look at her? Should I not look at her? Because we don't want her to hurt herself. That's how excited she gets. And then at the finale, sometimes she just throws herself on the floor. It's crazy. She's silly though.
She only does it with me.
But she only does it with him. I was like, that's so unfair. Like, he went to the bathroom and it came up and she's like got really excited. And I'm like, let's dance. You know how Daddy does it. And she kind of just looked at me like, I don't do this with you. This is not our thing. And she let me like just hold her on my chest. And she was kind of like, on my chest. I was like, what? I know I'm the comfort one, but geez, I want to be fun too. Meanie. Anyways, we're going to end the vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you do. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit that bell for notifications. I've been forgetting to say that, but hit that bell so you guys know every time I post a video. Until next time, bye!